Oh!
Welcome back. We're the Bourbon Junkies. Today we're going to tell you why Reddit thinks
What?
that all whiskey tubers are shills. Nailed that intro. There was a post on Reddit. I'm going to pull it up on my phone right now. And the post was named Paid YouTubers Bourbon Reviews. You'll see it on the screen. When this person... Now listen, do YouTubers get paid? Some YouTubers get paid. Now, outside of the whiskey industry...
No one... Here, let me throw that out there. No one in whiskey is paying us for reviews.
Oh, well, you can't... Okay, spoiler alert. We got to, get to that. Now nobody's watching the rest of the video. They're
Okay,
like, oh, okay.
now I'm going to tell you why.
This person said, I've been following a few YouTube whiskey channels. They put UT, and I don't know
YouTube.
if they... I don't know. YouTube starts with Y.
YouTube. Yep.
Lately it seems like some are giving good and undeserving reviews to crappy juices. Are they getting paid or just a coincidence? What do you guys think? So I think you got a lot of different things. Now here's what I started going through the thread. Thanks to Brandon Sprague for sending it to us. There's a lot of hateful,
lot of hateful stuff in there.
hateful shit on there. So what we're gonna do is just address some of the comments, because I think what it does is give us an opportunity. People who are in Whiskey Tube, doing barrel picks. We have a Patreon. We literally are a part of all the things people are complaining about.
Yep.
Or at least know about them. It gives us an opportunity to kind of give you guys a little back end, a little sneak peek, a little behind the scenes. So,
if you're a Patreon, you just know.
True. So,
Shameless plug.
Patreon.com/Bourbon. This is one of the things people hate. So,
Yeah.
So, we're gonna go comment by comment. I just pulled a few comments where that kind of caused discussion or stir on. First comment we're gonna talk about.
Tee it, done it,
Says,
do it.
I think so.
Oh.
No one will be totally objective if they're getting money. You can try, but it's human nature. This is why I respect Ralphie, since he won't ever even accept samples from distillery, so he can be as objective as possible.
What's the matter? Wait, first off, what does it matter if you accept a sample from a distillery?
Because I think the ideology of it is
they're sending you something for free. You feel like you need to give it a good grade.
I think because if you're distillery one and I'm reviewer one, and you send me a product and I say that's freaking horrendous, then you say distillery one sends not sample number 2. It's like a Dr. Seuss book now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no one's following your analogy because it was terrible.
No, that was a good analogy. Distillery reviewer.
Okay.
You send me one, I don't like it, and I shit on it.
Okay.
You don't send me a second one.
No.
That's the idea. That's why people... I think that's kind of the cause. Now, here's the thing. We have been sent bottles by distilleries. Not been paid, but definitely been sent bottles, which we'll discuss in a little bit, because that was one of the things mentioned.
Okay.
We have been sent things that we didn't like at all.
Yeah.
And have openly talked about not liking them.
And we didn't review them.
Some of the Blood Oaths we opened on live streams and didn't like
But we
them.
also love some of the Blood Oaths, though.
We do.
It's an experimental series. It happens.
I think, listen, Ralphie's super OG on this situation.
He is.
I had no idea he didn't accept samples, honestly. Good for him, man. You don't have to. You really don't have to get anywhere in this whole situation.
Okay.
All right, so Ralphie's not a shill is what we've confirmed.
Perfect. Ralphie.
Number 2.
Good on you. Yeah.
I agree with OP, also very sus, aka suspect for the boomers. Not only is it, as you say, you'll find that reviewers review the same bottles at the same time. I follow 5 to 6 channels, started noticing more and more, so on and so forth.
It's almost, hear me out, like there are certain bottles, right? They've got a release schedule.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't even think of it. ECBP. There happens to be about 3 of those a year, and they all come out around the same time.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why everyone wants to put out their review right when it comes out.
Yeah.
To inform people their thoughts.
And honestly, especially on the up-and-coming aspect of Whiskey Tube, one of the ways to get new people to find your channel is to be the first person to review a new release of a sought-after whiskey.
Yeah, something relevant. A relevant bottle that just dropped. Yep. And so ECBP is an easy one to pick out.
100%. I think the counter-argument there would be ADHD Whiskey reviews Tin Cup 10 Black Label.
Yeah. It made us check it out.
7 more channels with not a new release, right? 7 more channels now review it. Matt actually found that in the store and bought it. And Tin Cup didn't send, as far as I know, Tin Cup didn't send anybody any of that whiskey.
So he reviewed something. It went great because he liked it.
He liked it a lot.
Oh man, we might as well try it. It's easily accessible.
Yes.
It's cheap.
We're friends with Matt.
And we're friends with Matt.
And so Matt literally,
Matt
sent a text and was like, you gotta find and try. That also kind of creates a little thing like in Whiskey Tube where if a lot of people went and watched this video, if we review it in theory, then a lot of people would come check out another opinion, right? Of said whiskey.
Plus, hear me out. Would you not want more opinions? Because there are going to be flavor profiles that you listen to people more heavily.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
us
You
and
agree
Jason
with.
have a wildly different flavor profile
True.
that we enjoy. So
Mash
if we
and
like something, mash and drum. If we like something he doesn't, if you follow along with his flavor profile a lot more,
Yeah.
then you're gonna listen to him.
Yeah.
If you only get our review of something, we're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And our flavor profiles and your flavor profile,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's not great.
With us, it's nice you have two, right? You
Yeah.
either like yours or you like mine a little
Yeah.
bit more. But if I like something that we review, then you might go out, maybe check it out, or you try it at a bar, whatever.
And that's why everyone reviews the same stuff.
The other thing is sometimes that person is right though. Sometimes there's a new release, like the Jack Daniels one. I know for a fact that there were several whiskey tube channels that did receive those from the distillery. I don't have a problem with that. But we were not. Jack Daniels is like, those guys are idiots and they are rude and they say swear
we're not
words.
their cup of tea.
So if they say, that kind of stuff, like it's a risk, I guess. Maybe
Yeah.
it's seen as a risk, but we didn't receive those that way. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody in Whiskey Tube saying nobody said something nice because it was sent to them. I don't think that most of the people would or are, but.
You ready?
Number 3, scratch that off the record.
Skirt.
I think it's less that they are on actual payroll and more that once the pipeline opens up, they became afraid of turning free samples down for being too critical. So this is kind of my initial point.
Yeah.
You shit on the new Doc Swinsons, then you don't get any more Doc Swinsons, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Now, there's a perfect example of this from me, literally.
The Yellowstone one.
Blue Run.
Oh. I was gonna say we openly hated the last Yellowstone limited. That dropped, and then they dropped another one, gave it to us, and we went, "Wow, that's great."
The samples.
Yeah, it's just
they sent us
it's
like
not
200
gonna
mil
be
samples.
for everyone.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
Now, a full transparency here. There are some distilleries, and it's perfectly fine. There are some distilleries who are far more sensitive than other distilleries.
Yes.
There are distilleries who.
Sazerac will sue you.
No, I completely understand. It is what it is. That all being said, if you're willing to shill for a bottle of whiskey,
Man, you're really undervaluing yourself.
then you just gotta listen. I have a lot.
I'll do it. There's a price tag.
But
is that what we're getting? Is that what we're boiling this
It's
video
not
down
one
to?
bottle of
All right,
whiskey.
yeah.
I have a lot of Blue Run. A lot of people don't agree with Blue Run's pricing philosophy or marketing philosophies. I own a lot of Blue Run, and everybody's like, "Oh, if they didn't send it to you for free, would you even buy it?" I got like 20 some Blue Runs, I think.
Okay.
But anyways, it's one of those things where it's like I think Blue Run's legitimately sent 2 bottles of whiskey to us.
Yeah.
I think 2.
Yep.
It's one of those things where it's like, no, I actually
bought
bought
20.
the rest of those,
Yeah.
and we don't review them, so we don't make money on them. There's no
Lose money.
I'm literally buying them for personal enjoyment because it's just money going out, and there's no review or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I do think that there's a time and a place where, listen, like I said, we're not speaking for everybody. There are people who do that.
Yep.
Just not everybody.
Insert name here.
I doubt it's a direct payment, but there's indirect financial benefit by them getting access to the distiller's NDP's barrels. So in theory, if you eat
Half of that comment is stupid. All right,
I'd
we're just
agree.
the back half.
I'd
We're
agree.
just gonna throw that half away. The first half,
I'd agree with
we
that.
have passed on so many picks.
Yes.
We don't pick anything
We
that
do a lot
we
of
don't
barrel
want to
picks.
drink it.
Yes.
We do a lot of barrel picks. We
do.
do pick a lot of stuff.
We've turned down
We
like
turned down several
we've
a
turned
year.
down a lot.
Yeah, just because we don't like it.
We turned down 8 at once one time.
Yeah, it was a whole lot.
And it was every sample we got, we turned down all 8 of them.
I can't speak for everyone.
Yeah.
I guarantee that other people that we know that are also doing barrel picks are doing the same thing. There's some level of quality control.
Yeah. For a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now I
Come to find out, when we're not the store selling it, you don't make the money.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think what gets that idea, like Shu said the second half of that sentence, people don't need us to do their barrel pick.
No.
It's not Buffalo Trace has people
Buffalo Trace is
lining
not,
up.
Yeah, they're not being like, hey, please, you guys, we really need to sell this Stag barrel or
Yeah.
this Buffalo Trace barrel. They're like, listen, if you had a time machine, you might be able to get one.
Yep.
That is the only way. We're selling more product than we're even making.
Yeah, literally. And the other side of that coin is generally, due to legal reasons and how you need to legally do barrel picks, is generally through somebody with a liquor license that can
Yep.
sell it, right? Now, if you have something on the internet, you probably want that to be distributed to the people that watch you also on the internet, probably not in your local area. So that means that you're going to find a website or a store that does online shipping or shipping across the country
There are a couple.
to do the picks, to run the picks through. So you might go do the pick, but you also aren't the one maybe getting paid for it. You aren't
Yeah.
the one paying for it. You aren't
Yeah.
doing any of that. Your sticker's going on it. But then you're kind of removed from the process other than that, right?
You're just getting whiskey to people.
So in the distillery's mind, or in the distillery, how some distilleries see it is, Bourbon Outfitters did a pick with us.
yeah.
Not Bourbon Junkies.
Bourbonjunk. Yeah.
And now sometimes if we make relationships with people at the distillery, we have done picks that have been set up like, I met the guys at Mythology, right?
Yep.
That came, but even that runs through a store then on top of that. So
That does.
we don't get access for doing a pick. Why would we do a pick that we would shit on? That idea doesn't make any sense at all. I forgot about this one. This one's just roasting us.
Okay, I like it.
After they didn't brutalize Tiger Thick, I was done with them. Clearly a bullshit channel. That's literally about you and
Had
I.
to be us, yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Tiger Thick wasn't that bad.
Here's the thing.
You even had it blind, and you were like,
I said it was funky as hell.
Yeah.
Because it is.
it is.
It's breakfast whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you like a nice breakfast whiskey,
Japanese whiskey,
is the best breakfast whiskey on the planet.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't roast Brennan Schaub, and that's what you wanted from us.
I liked
but
it more than you liked it.
Yeah, the
It is
whiskey
what it
wasn't
is.
that bad.
It's
It was
good.
just, you need the right headspace for it.
It's-
I'm sorry.
Listen, you could give me great Irish whiskey. I'll shit on it
Yeah.
if I think
if it
it's
goes bourbon, Irish,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, what the?
Sean's going to love it, and I'm going to hate it. All right, number 7.
Okay.
Their palates are trash.
Agree?
This is about us again, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
Their palates are trash, and I think they're one of a few that just make things up on the fly. That's very true.
Oh,
How can you... Do you want us to script this?
yeah.
Probably not. How can you have a show about guessing bourbon and then get it wrong every time? That's so true. Here's the thing. Here's what I will say.
I get some of the points, but you know what? Let me send you a blind, good sir. Let's see how much you get right.
Here's what I will say. I will say there are times that we completely shit the bed at poor guesses.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
What if you think if we were good enough to get it right every time, anybody... Like, I wouldn't even care anymore. Listen, poor guesses is fun. It's fun. The idea of poor guesses is fun because we aren't the best ever.
Yeah, we're just drinking whiskey, having fun.
It's just-
Like, that's the point of it. And then we just made a competition.
Listen, how about
Between
this?
us. Nothing. Is Jackie going to come here and be like, you know, this how you do it?
Yeah.
And tell us exactly the laser code of the bottle? Yeah, that would happen. Do we have fun? Yeah.
Yeah. So, needless to say, that one, I read that and I laughed because I'm like, you're pretty right, honestly. But,
Yeah.
all right. Number 8. If the bottle's terrible, they don't review it. So what you're watching is biased. If you ever watch their live streams, you'll see this. This is just in general again,
Yeah.
not necessarily about us. If they open something on stream, say it's bad, sometimes they'll make a comment like, I'm not going to review this one.
Yeah.
I've seen that too. Generally what we do
I don't want to
is-
put out a snuff film.
No.
For the same thing that, like I said, someone put a lot of time and energy, and
Yep.
someone, that was their 9 to 5. They woke up, they came here, they made this bottle, they have so much time into
Yep.
it. I don't want to just put out something there that's mean.
And a lot of times, the people behind those bottles are great people.
Yeah.
I will say, up until pretty damn recently, we were one of the channels that was a little bit harsher
Hypercritical?
publicly. Yeah,
Yeah.
more,
Critical.
honest, open. I don't know what the right word is, right?
And we still are, but we do have a lot of bottles now.
Yeah.
That we do skip over some. We only do 52 reviews a year.
Yeah.
Not even.
One a week.
We do one a week, but we don't do December.
True.
So it was like we only have space for so many bottles in
Yeah.
a year. Just to put something out there that is just inadvertently negative makes no sense for us.
We've done it, right? We've done it with Sweetens Cove.
Yes.
This is the thing. We've done it with certain bottles.
Well, people
for
need to
fun.
know that was $200 trash.
Right. Well, but sometimes it's fun, and not that we're right in doing it, not that we, whatever. If we come to your job and we shit on what you're doing, you're probably not gonna like us much either, and that's
Yeah.
a fair point, right? If you came here and shit on us, we'd be like, you need to fucking leave, right? That's kind of the idea. Everybody gets that. I think that's a very realistic, normal
I
assumption.
mean, this is a zoo. You gotta get.
Yeah. Now that all being said, there are whiskeys that sometimes there are whiskeys that we open and review
Yep.
when only one of us have had it.
Yeah.
Or I
most
surprise
of the
Sean
time.
with something that I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna like, but it's for fun. What we do is samples a lot of times from distilleries, especially when we don't know if we're gonna like them or if we don't think it's worth a Monday spot, if you want to call it that. Is we'll just open it on a live stream,
Yep.
and we'll talk about it on a live stream, and then we'll openly talk about like the Yellowstone you talked about. We
Yep.
didn't like it. The Blood Oath Pact 8, we didn't like it. We talked
But there
about
have
it.
been several bottles that we've opened and like, wow, that deserves a
Yes.
review, and then it comes over here.
Or if full transparency here, some bottles just do better view wise than others. If we find a bottle that we really like but nobody's gonna watch it, then we probably aren't gonna review it unless we need to find a Monday video because
Yeah.
nothing's been put out in a year.
Anyways.
So needless to say, are we shills?
Yes.
Not for whiskey.
Oh.
Listen, I'm not willing to give up like an idea of a
Ugh.
reputation. I said idea of because I don't. Yeah.
Who really? They know our content.
Yeah.
So
Listen, I don't personally care if you buy their
Personal.
products or not because they don't pay us anything.
Actually, yeah, that's
So-
to sum it all up.
Yeah.
I don't give 2 fucks on which whiskey you buy because it makes me 0 monies.
Yeah. But we do like the idea of like sharing this stuff with people.
Yeah.
If you like what we like, then that's awesome. And if you can find something you like because we liked it, then that's great too. So, we love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We hope
like,
you guys
subscribe.
if you're on Reddit, I hope you're having a good time over there, and I hope you're being cool and not hateful.
Can't get through.
Cheers.
Oh, just can't make it. Too big.
Or the Bourbonjunk. Bruise on the board. Like, comment, subscribe.